Hi, everybody, and welcome to the education updates for April. It's been a while since we've done these, and I really want to bring these back so that way we can keep you guys updated on all the education happenings and any opportunities that you guys can attend. So I'd like to start this with a quote. This month's quote is by Malcolm Forbes. Education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one. I like this because it really makes sense. Empty mind with an open mind. I like that. So I would like to also welcome new staff for Broomfield. We've had a few new faces since I went on paternity leave. Among them are Colin Knowles. She's a PRN nurse working at Broomfield. Deanna Abels has also joined us at Broomfield as a full-time traveler on nights. Kaylin Withrow is an EMT. She is full-time mids. And Tanya Creviston is a full-time traveler on nights as well. For Long Peak Hospital, we do not have any open positions at this time, so no new hires in a little while now. We do have a few current nurses that are functioning as travelers that will be joining us as full-time staff here soon. So please be on the lookout for that. First thing I wanted to discuss with you guys is Broomfield Hospital ED Skills Lab specific to Broomfield. Our first session is quickly coming up on the 2nd of April, so please sign up for these as soon as you can if you have not yet signed up for one. These are mandatory for all Broomfield Hospital, and as noted here, the sessions are April 4th, April 5th, and April 13th, and the corresponding times are on there. For signing up for these sessions, you can navigate to ULearn and search for Broomfield or BFH ED skills, and that should populate for you there. The other thing I would like to discuss about these is the Broomfield ED Teams page under Education. I have placed a folder with a ton of resources for each of these skill stations. The idea is for you guys to review these resources, and that way you are ready when you attend a skills lab to actually get hands-on and maximize and optimize your time with actually being hands-on with that station. As for Long Peak Hospital, we are planning a trauma/advanced skills lab that's going to be occurring next in July. I am working with all the stakeholders that require this for a trauma designation. We're doing this a little bit differently this year. It appears that most of the units are doing their own personal skills lab, and then we are adapting the trauma advanced skills lab more towards ED, ICU, and surgical services. Historically, we have done advanced skills lab over a 4-month period where we have one session each month. We're changing things up a little bit. We're going to pilot something a little bit different this time. In July, we are going to offer 1 day of skills lab where we're going to have an AM session and an afternoon/evening session, and we're going to repeat that quarterly. So that way from here on out, we're going to have frequent offerings of skills lab for Long Peak Hospital with quarterly offerings. And similar to Broomfield Hospital, this is a requirement for all LPH ED staff per the annual competency assessment. So please be on the lookout for more information on how to sign up and ULearn for this. Plan accordingly and please attend. We'll see you there. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is the trauma simulation at LPH. The next one is being planned on April 11th at 0900. The sign up for this will be in ULearn. Stay tuned for more information on that. I will be sending out an email soon. Both LPH and BFH staff are invited to participate and practice using their trauma skills in a controlled environment. So that's a huge key takeaway here. We create these trauma simulations and opportunities for you guys to really get in there and practice those trauma skills, and most importantly, make mistakes. We want you to make mistakes and learn from them in a simulation. It is much different when you're working on a real patient and you're hesitating, you're not sure, not knowing what to do, and you don't want to make a mistake there. So that's why we have these simulations so you guys can really go in there, practice your skills, and learn from them. The most recent trauma simulation that we did was in collaboration with the NICU and LND, and that collaboration, that simulation has yielded a lot of opportunities that we were not aware of, things that we actually did process improvement on and changed some things in the way we approach those types of traumas. and we've learned from that. So again, for this trauma simulation, we are going to be collaborating with the ICU. It is occurring on the 11th of April at 0900. Please be on the lookout for more information as far as signing up in ULearn. Both Broomfield and LPH staff are invited to participate in this. On that note, we are also planning a simulation from Broomfield Hospital, so please stay tuned for more information on that. The next thing is a huge win for all of us at Broomfield. We have been asking for ACLS, BLS courses to be hosted at Broomfield for a very long time, probably since the facility has opened, and we've asked this question enough times where we finally got the answer yes. So these are going to be coming to Broomfield starting next fiscal year, so sometime after July. I am working with Judy Orona as well as Carrie Waterman in figuring out the logistics of how this will look. If you are interested in becoming an instructor for anything like ACLS, BLS, PALS, please reach out to me and your leadership team so that way we can coordinate and help you navigate that and become an instructor if you want to support these classes as well. We are exploring opportunities and possibilities of offering that at LPH. That's basically the first question we asked as soon as we got confirmation that we could do it at Broomfield. The big barrier right now is the construction that is occurring at Long Beach Hospital, as well as the limitation of room availability. So once we get that ironed out and fixed, this will be coming to Long Beach Hospital as well. That is the plan, and that's what's going to be happening. So please stay tuned for more information on that. Again, this is awesome. We've been asking for this for such a long time. Finally got it. It's a huge win. I know what it's like to travel to Anschutz and travel up north, and even worst case scenario, traveling down south to Colorado Springs to attend these classes. Hopefully having more midpoint location such as Broomfield will help not only Broomfield Hospital but also Long Beach Hospital in the meantime. So awesome work, guys. The next thing I want to talk about is mandatory fall education for Broomfield and Long Beach Hospital. So in collaboration with the ED leadership, I have built a fall education course that will be mandatory for all current Broomfield and Long Beach Hospital staff, as well as new hires. There are a lot of opportunities and a lot of things that we could be working on as far as improving our process with fall prevention and screening. So this is why we've opted to create a course that will be a virtually offered course through Teams. This will last about 30 minutes with additional time for questions and completion of the quiz at the end. On that note, as far as the quiz, I would like to talk about the pre-course quiz as well. There will be a pre-course quiz. The way this will work is there will be a ULearn where you sign up for this course in ULearn. The deadline to sign up is approximately about a week, if not a little bit more, before the course starts. And during that week, I will send out a quiz. It's only 10 questions that you have to complete and submit in order to be able to attend that class. I have already built this into ULearn. There are 2 pilot courses that are going to be offered on the 20th of April as well as the 25th of April, with the corresponding times noted on the slide here. Although this is a pilot, you will get full credit for it if you attend. So please attend this pilot. Sign up is in ULearn. Towards the bottom of the slide here, notice it says Fall Education BFH LPH Emergency Department. That's what you're going to search for to find this. Again, this is mandatory for all Broomfield Hospital, Long Beach Hospital staff in the ED, as well as all new hires. Going forward, once we catch everybody up on this, the plan is going to be to have this recurring throughout the year, whether it's going to be quarterly, every 6 months, or annually. That's more to come on that, but this is something that's going to be happening at least annually for everybody. The next big thing I want to talk about is post-cardiac arrest pathway. This is something that we have been working on for a very long time. We've been delaying the go live on this for quite a while. May 3rd sounds like is the last one, a final one. Hopefully we can stick to this one, but that can change, so keep an open mind on that. I am working on a tip sheet for all the EDs in the system for how this will work. I'm finalizing that tip sheet now, so I will be sending that out to you guys ASAP. The big thing that's holding me up right now is Epic and getting confirmation on how you guys are going to be moving through the phases of targeted temperature management. So once I get more information on that, I will share it with you in that tip sheet. One of our ICU educators, Danielle Refem, was really kind enough to create a video that's targeted towards the ED, as well as a tip sheet that's targeted towards the inpatient slash ED, and this is why I was asked to create a tip sheet that is specific to the ED, more focusing on a documentation piece of how this is going to look. So more information to come on that very soon here. The other big thing I wanted to mention with the targeted temperature management is any ED that has a method of cooling a patient can utilize this. So this means Arctic Sun or a cooling method with a Zol. These EDs can initiate this. So for Broomfield, we do not have that. So the big takeaway from this for you guys is to have this information. I will disseminate that information to you guys as well, so that way you guys can make urgent decisions for transport, because these patients need to be transported ASAP. Another thing I want to talk about is cross-training new hires only. So if you were recently hired at Broomfield Hospital, it is expected that you cross-train to Longs Peak. If you're recently hired at Longs Peak, you are expected to cross-train to Broomfield. This will be accomplished by doing 4 hours in that department, and that is not for you to learn your role, because you already had that with onboarding. This is to get you familiar with that department, so that way when you pick up shifts there, you can fulfill the role that you already know how to do, but actually be familiar with the environment. And last but not least, I want to talk about education requests. If you have any education requests, please send them to me. I am more than happy to help anybody with anything that they might need education on. The only thing that I ask about is that they are specific. If you bring me a broad topic, it is really hard not to make that superficial education, because it's limited. I'm not sure which angle to approach it from. If it's something specific, I can target that and get you the most up-to-date information on that topic. So with that being said, this is the education updates for the month of April. I am happy to resume these going forward. Hopefully we can have these monthly again. If you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My phone number is listed in my signature on emails, and I send you guys plenty of emails, so I know you guys have it. Feel free to text me, call me, email me. I am happy to help, answer questions, guide you guys. Let me know.